police are still looking for a black Monte Carlo or Chevy Impala, unknown near at this point, that they say may have damage to the front end after they say it hit a 2-year-old boy, stopped momentarily, and then took off. Now they still need your help finding who is behind the wheel. Let's go ahead and give you some look at video from when we first got here. This is right around 9 o'clock, and we know again that 2-year-old boy was taken to Children's Hospital with serious injuries, but those injuries not considered life-threatening. Now neighbors say they didn't even know that anything was wrong until police showed up, and they came outside and found that police had taped off the entire block here. Now, we talked to some people who live in the area who told us what they saw moments before the accident happened.
Yeah, they were on their bikes, and they were in the middle of the street, just circling around in the street, and just playing. But again, there was no parents around.
Now, neighbors also tell me that 2-year-old boy does live on this street. We knocked on the door and nobody answered. But they also tell me that this street you see behind me here is a posted 30 miles per hour street. They say that they usually see people going way too fast out here. But right now, Omaha police say that speed is not believed to be a factor. Now, again, police need your help finding that, again, dark Chevy Impala or Monte Carlo, unknown year, again, with a Hispanic male behind the wheel that, again, was responsible for, they say, hitting a 2-year-old boy out here on the street and then leaving him. Reporting live near 16th and Elm, Christina Engdahl, KETV News Watch 7.
Christina, thanks. And we do want to go over that suspect description one more time. Officers say they're looking for a Hispanic man who may have been driving a black Chevy Impala or Monte Carlo. They don't know the year, though. It likely has front-end damage to the driver's side. A witness saw it at 16th and Vinton around 8:30. If you saw anything or know anything about what happened, call police. Omaha's first responders will tell you your fireworks show should be over now. And there are people with life-changing injuries after the past week. One man lost his hand Friday night. Douglas County's deputies say a firework exploded in his hand, and they say charges may be filed. That is one of several fireworks-related injuries at Metro hospitals. Allegiant Creighton had 8 people hurt Friday night. The Nebraska Medical Center, about a dozen people, some of them children. Doctors admitted 4 adults with eye injuries and hand burns. A spokesperson for NMC says artillery shells were the main culprit. And firefighters are running this weekend in addition to area medics, one of the hardest hit homes in West Omaha. The flames were so tall and so bright last night it woke neighbors up, who immediately rushed to help. Thankfully, everyone escaped safely. Here again is KETV News Watch 7's Christina Engdahl.
It's every homeowner's worst nightmare, your home's fate in the hands of firefighters. But it's every homeowner's hope to have a neighbor like Larry Betcher.
She ran to the next door neighbor and pounded on the door while I went and tried to grab a garden hose and tried to squirt some water on.
Larry says while his wife rushed kids and pets out of the burning house, he did his best to minimize the damage by blasting the flames with water.
Now, the whole corner of their house on the back was all lit up in fire and flames.
It lit up our house.
It was leaping about 8 foot and 10 foot into the air.
And those 8 to 10 foot flames left behind scorched scars on the home's exterior after firefighters knocked down the blaze, trying to stop the spread.
When I got here, it was the back corner of the house was totally involved, full fire.
Battalion Chief Troy Brannon says it didn't take the array of fountains and artillery shell tubes littering neighborhood streets to find this fire's.
The investigator has come and determined that it was fireworks that started this one as well.
Fireworks were going off like crazy last night.
Fireworks that may have done even more damage if not for Larry Betcher's quick thinking. But if you ask him, he'll tell you his garden hose, no match for this fire.
It was really just superficial, I guess.
It's Christina Engdahl reporting. Even the family pet made it out of that fire okay. And remember, fireworks are illegal in Omaha again tonight until December 28th to celebrate the new year. Crime Watch coverage at 10. A hit-and-run crash overnight ends with shots fired in south central Omaha. This is the senior 41st and M. Now, minutes earlier, police tell us a driver took off from a crash. That was near 42nd and L. Around 12:45, a witness to that first crash followed the driver, calling 911. Police say the hit-and-run driver tried to ram the witness's car. That's when the witness opened fire. The hit-and-run suspect is Jesus Palacios, now booked for DUI and leaving the scene of that first crash. Police have not named the witness who fired shots. Investigators are working with county attorneys to see if he will face any charges. Police say someone stabbed an Omaha man less than an hour into his 27th birthday. It all happened during a fight outside the Florence Tower Apartments just before 1 a.m. Officers showed up to a large crowd in the street. They say two men were fighting when one went inside and grabbed a knife. In the end, 27-year-old DeLon Buford went to the hospital with multiple injuries. 30-year-old Braylon Hardiman is in jail for second-degree felony assault and use of a weapon. Now, OPD says an officer tasered a woman there after she assaulted an officer who kept her away from medics. Tina Buford went to jail booked for assault on an officer and obstruction. In Lincoln, an accidental shooting sent a bullet through a little girl's back Friday night. Police say the 12-year-old was hurt at a 4th of July party. Officers confirm a handgun fell out of a man's pocket and then went off. Doctors say the girl should be okay. Police cited the man for unlawfully shooting the gun. Well, it